My name is Bibi Natso and I'm the founder of Nagaland Anime Junkies. I started the team in 2011 and we've been having cosplay events since 2013. So this is our 9th edition. On our first event, we had like 500 people attending our event. And now we get up to 8 to 10,000 people attending from all over India.
I'm Akash Patil. I'm from Mumbai and I'm a filmmaker and a photographer. I came all the way from Mumbai to Nagaland just for pictures, just to experience this Nach.
This guy got me this idea कि चलो नागालैंड चलते हैं अपन, वहाँ पे इवेंट भी है कॉस्प्ले का, अपन कॉस्प्ले भी कर सकते हैं और वहाँ पे घूम भी सकते हैं। 4 साल से हम प्लान कर रहे थे आना है, ये साल हो गया।
A lot of my friends are from Nagaland and they keep posting their cosplays and all, so I always wanted to come Nagaland and just look for this event. So it's been like 4 years I'm planning, but it wasn't happening, so this year I was like, yes, we have to go there.
So far we've been trying to promote our cosplayers because we see so much talent here and they don't have the platform, they don't get the spotlight. I think one of the biggest cosplay events, World Cosplay Summit, we have like 40-50 countries competing there. We try to get cosplayers to that platform. Right now we see most cosplayers they cosplay as a hobby, but I think they're starting to see that they can do that professionally because they're getting there. And professional cosplay is actually a very good profession because they get to do what they love, they get to make a living. We've started seeing that some cosplayers, they now get commission work to make costumes for others and they're doing very well. Our cosplay event is, a lot of people wait for it all year round. They prepare for months just to attend 2 days of our event. So yeah, the influence is quite heavy here. We also have the Nagaland beatbox community having their national competition here. We've been collaborating for 5 years now. So this is also the 5th year. So I mean their community is also growing, but they need a big audience because they deserve the spotlight. So we share the stage with them. And we also have a lot of artists who are interested in showing their work. So we have an artist booth where we invite artists to come and showcase their work. This year we have our own artist, Tej Yome. She collaborated with my team for a comic book called Carnaby Black, but that was years ago. So currently she started her own brand called Pixel Fish. And we have Pele. Yeah, I think he created a new game. Yeah. So I think this is the first time he's allowing people to play. So he's at the artist booth and people are trying out his game today.
My name is Petru. I am a game programmer. We're a small team based in Nagaland, in Kohima. We are building our first game, and then I have my friend who covers the art side of the project. We entered this event just to interact with more people. How will the public, what will they say about our game? It is a short action adventure game. It's based on a theme of grief. A human who is going through grief, he goes through 5 different stages according to some theories in psychology. Our game is based on those, we want to explore those emotions. We get to know what's wrong with it. Based on how people just play it, also we're able to figure out some things which are wrong with the game. If I want to promote a game to a public, there's a very limited amount of audiences where the audiences are relatively young. We are put into an unfamiliar environment for us. For us also, interacting with other people is also kind of a very needed experience, especially with my teammate also. He also doesn't have a lot of experience with this kind of events.
My name is Teja Krinyo Hyome. I usually go by Tej Hyome. I've been drawing for almost 2 decades now, and I mostly do illustration work, and I love doing comic books. Yeah, comic books, manga. Oh, what else? Okay, manga is basically Japanese comics. So the reason it's if you look at American comics, you'll see that Japanese manga usually doesn't have colors. That's because they have a much more quick output, because almost all of them are weekly releases, so they don't have time for that. So that's usually the major difference. There's also the way that you read it from right to left because of Japanese script. Yes, I'm working on a comic book right now. So it's about, I call it a love letter to video games, because I've watched a lot of anime and read a lot of manga about video games, but it doesn't capture what I like about video games. You know, the silliness, having fun, the getting angry at whenever you lose, all of that. Because a lot of them, they do tend to have that if you die in the game, you die in real life. Very, very serious, very dramatic sort of storytelling. So I wanted to make a comic that was more fun, you know, closer to how we experience video games. When I was working on Carnival Black, I had I'd written practically a novel for chapter 1, and I didn't really have any idea what to do with it, and they told me to make a comic. We'll pay for the publishing and everything. But I don't think I would have made that comic without NNJ. And events like this, you meet a lot of people who are actually interested in pop culture. I've made a lot of friends through here, especially artist friends. So it's nice to have that support network.
So I have been coming to Nach from like 2019 and I used to come to the event as a cosplayer and just to enjoy the event. But from last year I'm also doing a stall here.
What made you come here, Nach?
I just love this event. This is for me the best cosplay event in India. Yeah, it's not that big, but it just have a vibe that's just like, I really love it. Like since the first time I just fell in love with this event, and since then I'm just always coming here. So there are events which have competitions, so you basically take part in those competitions and make money from it. And there are also ways that you can sell the stuff you make and take custom orders through it. It's been growing constantly, rapidly. Now we also have animated movies releasing throughout the country. So yeah, it's been really growing fast. You see the merchandise, t-shirts and all everywhere nowadays. For me, since childhood I've been watching anime and stuff, so really been into it. As a child, you really want, like, you watch heroes and you're like, you really want to be them. So cosplaying is basically that. So that's where it came from.